Hey there, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do just a quick project. We're going to make some earrings out of polymer clay, and we're going to use our cutting machine to create monogram stickers to go on them, and we're going to coat everything in polyacrylic. You can probably coat it with Mod Podge as well. I happen to like polyacrylic. So we're going to start with Sculpey, which you can find at Walmart for 99 cents. And you can also find lots of different kinds of polymer clay at Hobby Lobby. And then there's also some polymer clay at Joann's. And I'm pretty sure Michael's has some. My Michael's is a little far away from my house, so I don't spend much time there, but I'm pretty sure they have it too. So that's what we're going to use to start. Whew. This is a little like a biscuit cutter kind of thing, and it's a little under an inch. It's a little under 1 inch. It's more than half an inch and less than an inch, so about 3/4 of an inch, I would guess. I'm not sure how it's labeled in the store. I've just had it forever. Right here is just my little toolbox of earring stuff. And you can find earring stuff anywhere that you find jewelry making supplies. We're going to be using these, the hook earrings, and then the little eye hook thing to hang our circles off of, okay? All right, so with that, you're going to need a pair of wire cutters. Okay, I just used the kind that I use for my floral stuff. And you don't need to have liquid Sculpey, but this is the liquid Sculpey I got from Hobby Lobby, and it is expensive, but it lasts forever. You barely use it, but this is what I'm going to use to set the metal into the clay, but you can go ahead and also use just regular super glue. All right, but of course do that after you bake it. Don't put the super glue on first. Okay, I'm going to be doing this on parchment paper. Whoops. It's just Reynolds parchment paper. And so I'm going to be working on the clay, rolling it out and cutting it out, and then leaving it on the parchment and transferring it to a cookie sheet. Okay? And I know it's kind of a long explanation, but I just wanted to let you guys know kind of a little bit in depth how everything is going to be. I'm going to use this roller to make everything even, but if you have, you know, if you have a cookie dough, like a cookie roller, excuse me, cover it with something like parchment paper before you use it on your clay. Don't use anything, any kitchen utensils that you're going to use for your clay with your food, okay? Don't let those things get mixed up. And if you don't have a cutting machine, you can always just print something off and Mod Podge it onto these. And something I just recently got were metal stamps, and these are so cute. So I have a set for numbers and a set for letters. And so that's just an option. This is what the polyacrylic looks like. And I think it's about $5 for this bucket, and it's lasted me a long time, and I use it a lot on almost everything. Alrighty, and I found that at Walmart. Okay, so I'm gonna get the clay worked in, and then whenever I have it all cut into circles, I'll get right back with you guys, okay? Okay, so I went ahead and worked my clay to where I can make it flat using my roller. And when I was done with that, I used the little tiny, less than an inch, more than a half an inch biscuit cutter thing. And I just popped in the biscuit cutter. Then you just gently push it out from the inside. Okay. And I'm not going to use that one because it has, I don't know if you can see, but it has little pieces in it. I just don't want to clean that up right now, but you can with alcohol if you want. Okay, so I'm just going to move this over, set that aside, and what I'm going to work on now is putting the little eyelets inside. Okay, so I have these two ready. Once you have the eyelets inside, and let me show you how to do the eyelet real quick. Okay, so you're gonna see how tall it is compared to the disc, and then you're gonna cut just above the bottom. You want it to go all the way through so it's really nice and secure, okay? Excuse me for my sniffling. Okay, and then when you're all done with that, whenever you have the pieces in, you're gonna wanna take a nice, just a soft piece, it's all soft piece. Just take a little piece of the parchment paper and go over this, just kind of flatten it, and also to smooth it out. This will get it ready for your vinyl or whatever it is you end up deciding to put on here. And it looks like I got a little piece there. Come on. White is kind of hard to work with. Just as a warning, it's kind of a pain. So I might end up having to paint over them. But hopefully, and I did wash my hands first. It is that much of a pain in the butt. So, okay, so you have your little discs. You leave them on the parchment paper and you put them in the oven for the recommended amount on your clay. So specifically for the Sculpey 3 that I got at Walmart, you want to preheat it to 275, and you want to put it in your oven for 15 minutes and then take it out. And that's based on 1/4 inch dimensions, which I think is about what we're at anyways, for the thickness of the clay. So remember, 275. You don't want to burn it. Don't make it any higher than 275. Okay? All right, and this is what the package should look like if I didn't already go over that. All right, so I'm going to work on that, getting it in there, and I will be back with the vinyl machine, the vinyl cutting machine. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, so what we have now are our two pieces. I don't know if you could see that very well. Okay. We have our two pieces, and then we have two pieces of transfer tape. This is just a clear tape with a paper backing. Okay, we're going to use that to lift this onto there. Okay, and that's why it's called transferring. And then you should have a spatula that came with your cutting machine. If you don't, this one is from the Pampered Chef, and it's kind of a blasphemy because Pampered Chef stuff is so nice, but I love this thing for my cutting machine. So you can get one of these pretty much anywhere too. It doesn't have to be Pampered Chef. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, if I hadn't cut off all my fingernails, it'd be easier. Okay, so we're just going to take that off. Oh, that looks like it would be a cute stencil if I had a use for it, but I don't. Okay, so just keep in mind, you know, think ahead a little bit. Oh, you know what, I could have reused it. I could have used it as a stencil to paint this monogram on another pair of earrings, and then she could have had two. Okay, sometimes your letters want to come up with your stuff, so don't let them. Alright, so those guys are there. Let's grab those and set those aside. And now we're going to take our clear, we're going to peel it off of the paper. Okay, set that aside. We're going to take this and we're going to place it over the top of our monogram. Okay, and you don't really have to press anywhere but on the black. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to lift it off sometimes. lift it off of this paper, and then we'll be able to place it onto the clay. Okay, I think that's probably as good a placement as I'm gonna get. I can't believe that worked out so nicely. Okay, and then you might have to struggle to get it off, or they might just come off very nicely, like that. Oh, how cute is that? Let's get that. Okay, so imagine how, if you can cut it on your cutting machine, or even by hand, whatever, you can put anything on these little clay discs. And like I said, a brick of clay at Walmart is $1. And I think the most expensive brick of clay at Hobby Lobby was $3. So you really don't have any excuse to not do this. Okay, I tried to videotape getting the hooks onto the eyelets, but it just was just a mess. It's really hard to do that. So I hope that you can tell it's very simple. There's a little loop at the bottom of the ear part. There's a little loop at the bottom of it that will loop in with your post that you put in the thing. Okay? And my post started to come out whenever I was doing this, so whenever I put my polyacrylic on it, I'm going to be putting it around the base of that. I was going to anyways, but I'm going to pay extra special attention, make sure that it gets all the way around that. Alrighty, I hope this was fun and helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm just going to finish this up by putting polyacrylic on them, but you can use Mod Podge. I think that you can use, I don't know about any of the spray kind of acrylics. I'm not sure those will work very well. But I know that Mod Podge has a bunch of different kinds, and there's a lot of different ways to seal clay. So if you don't like the idea of using polyacrylic, then you know, do some research and you'll find lots of different kinds and ways to do it. Alrighty, and you can put a little bow right there. I think I'm going to put little bows right there for her. And it just seems unlimited, so I know it's kind of out of the norm for Scan and Cut, but this is a really easy, really adorable gift you can make, and it's a great way to use up your vinyl scraps. Alrighty, talk to you guys later. Bye.